Day 2. Good morning. It was a kind of a rough night. The wind has been battering me. I am so glad I figured out how to put this support brace here in the middle, because it is the only thing that kept my tent standing all night. It has worked itself a hole in the ground. It might even have ripped through the tent. I don't even know. But the forces of the wind, it doesn't seem windy right now, I realize, but you know, it comes in waves. But the force of the wind has driven my trekking pole like into the ground. I'm pretty sure it didn't break through yet, but I don't know. I feel sorry for pretty much everybody else, because this is enough wind to level most tents. You know, I mean, our tents are pretty weak things. Not really meant for this, but anyway, it's gonna be a nice day of hiking in the wind. But it's New Mexico. We've come to expect that of New Mexico. That's really my dislike of New Mexico. Nothing else. Just the wind. It's not even cold this morning. It's actually quite pleasant as far as temperature goes. So hey, there's a wind in that direction. I don't know, I guess I'm gonna make my coffee. Well, currently making my coffee, and I'm gonna wander my happy ass to the water cache and hope that I don't get lost along the way, because I'm out of water and no maps. Remember, no maps. That's a big deal. And let's figure out our day. I'm just gonna go slow and mellow, man. I'm not in a hurry. I'd rather be sleeping right now, but the wind does not want to let me sleep. So, the wind's not gonna cooperate. I'm gonna go walk in it and bitch about it then. Good times. All right, it's coffee time. If I were on any sort of schedule, I would be behind it. This was a very narrow spot to break down my tent in the wind. A lot of those things are very pokey. It took me at least twice as long. It's crappy, it's windy, so I'm probably not going to be recording much. I'm going to break out my new toy. I brought a white laser so that maybe I could see, like, hey, can you see that mountain? Let's see if we can see it with a laser. Okay, let's see what this thing can do. Oh, I can see over on that mountain. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh yeah, hide from me now, animal. As soon as I see some eyeballs, I'm like, pachoom, take that. I know exactly what you are, and now I am very afraid. But I think this will help me find the signs out here at night is one of the things I was hoping, and lessen my fear every time I see eyeballs. And I'm just not sure what they are, but I'm pretty sure they're stalking me, because that's how my mind goes. All right, carry on. So the pack weight is wearing very well today. I'm actually in a little sheltered place, so I was like, hey, I can record for a second. I tried taping little pieces of foam, or gluing little pieces of foam in front of the microphones on this phone. I'm not sure if that'll reduce the wind noise, but I'm hoping. I already knew what I was getting into with New Mexico. I was just hoping it would be different this year. But it turns out I got a lot of information about Trail from Rooster, because he hiked in 2019 as well, so he knows what I was up against as I was doing it. So he knows those conditions compared to this year, and unfortunately this year the Gila River is flowing higher and faster. There's even more snow in the San Juans, yada yada yada. All the things I don't want to hear, you know. They make it sound like you almost have to flip-flop to get this trail done, but flip-flopping takes time, resources, and money. And I have time. That I do. I don't know how much, you know. It all depends on when winter kicks in. Nice. I'm already seeing spider eyeballs. It's not bad. It's a little chilly out, but you know, I'm not even wearing anything under the kilt to keep me warm. A lot of times in the morning I'm wearing some pants underneath this thing. I was like, yeah, we don't need to today. So I'm going to go to the Gila and, you know, look at it. Since I've been to it 400 times, quite literally, I think I'll have a pretty good estimation. You know, if I do that first crossing and it's like deep and powerful, hey man, I'll turn around and go back the other way. We'll do the high route, huh? I'll just, you know, do as I normally do. I'll keep walking until I can't, and then I'll figure out a way to keep walking. This is a spider web of trails leading north, so I can't imagine, ever running across the thing where all options are closed. Except for, like last time where, I just took too long and the snow kicked in. I want to hike through some snow, but not for weeks on end, man. Especially bitter cold. It's one thing when it's snow and it's springtime and, you can at least look forward to midday, you'll be warm. But when I got off the trail last time, it was so painfully cold, even in the middle of the day. When a shadow would pass in front of the sun, it would make my ears hurt. I don't deal well with cold, man. Oh, this thing's gonna be fun. Can't wait to find something. Yeah, this is probably about where I should have camped. Decently high walls, shrubberies galore. Although soft sand wouldn't have been easy to hammer into. I guess I could have put rocks on everything. Yeah, I'm lucky. It could have been worse. I did wear a hole in my bug net where the top of this was pressed into it. So, patch it up with a piece of duct tape. It's nothing major, but, it'll grow. And I have to assume I'm going to be using that trick many more times. Yeah, all the cool layers. Stupid shadow. Hard to hold the camera and not do a shadow. I don't often look at what's going on in the camera. I just point in the general direction I'm looking and hope I capture what I'm looking at. But then I look and I'm like, oh, I'm just shooting a shadow right there. Oh, there's a nice looking tree. It's still windy as all get out down here. So yeah, I think I can get a better spot. Just as far as wind goes. This washes, I think it's funneling the wind is what it's doing. It may be super windy, but at least so far it's been a tailwind the whole time. I did see some ice shine on one of the mountains back there, but even with the flashlight I couldn't tell what I was looking at. But there's a good 4 or 5 of them, so I assume deer. So I think over the next ridge there, I don't know, I think it shows up on camp. Yeah, it does. I think that's where the water cache is. And, well, since there's a good 10 people ahead of me, I even heard one pass after I set up camp. So, somebody started the trail after all of us because, I thought I was the last one, but I was just the last one out of the groups we were in. So, are they all huddled around the bear bin, for safety and all that? People like to cloister up when they're out in the woods. I did it my first trail or two. Unfortunate for them if they are, because it's kind of a hard thing to open a bear box and close it without making a lot of noise. Those things, you have to slam them to close them. Not slam them, but, close them with a little oomph. And if you're dumb enough to camp right next to the bear box, I don't have much sympathy for you, so I'm not going out of my way to be super quiet. Just, being real. Let's see, I gotta keep an eye out though. I cannot pass it up. I'm down to less than a half liter, which is more than enough as long as I find the bear box. There's been a lot of these ladies cruising around. Typical female spider, wolf spider. They're moving pretty slow. It's a little chilly still. Not cold, but chilly. Okay, I believe that is my turn. It's a very worn logo on it, but it's a CDT logo. I'd have kept going straight, but luckily I noticed it. Let's hope it's the right way, huh? Just because CDT doesn't mean CDT. Oh, let's take some spikes. Thanks. Barely in, and I see nothing that looks like a trail. Not even remotely. Should I stick with the wash down there? Ah, oh, man. This is where it comes in handy to have a map. Day 2, hopelessly lost. No footprints to follow because this stuff wouldn't hold footprints anyway. But anything that would hold footprints, I think I just got hit by like a 70-mile-an-hour gust. It pushed me forward 3 or 4 steps before I could stop myself. So, yeah, I have no hope of finding footprints either. So, my best bet, I'm guessing, is to follow a wash and play with my flashlight and hope I see one of them big signs somewhere. They don't put very many of them around, but you know, it is what it is. Not in panic mode yet. My gut tells me I'm going the wrong way. I think I should be closer to that mountain up there. I feel like I should have come across the water cache by now. I don't know, maybe I'm just psyching myself out. It'd be nice to see a sign so I would know something. But, you know, signs cost money and it takes effort to put them in, so, you know, they don't really happen all that often. But I feel like I'm supposed to be closer to that mountain. These are 5-year-old memories, man. Hiked down a lot of washes that look exactly like this in the time, so. Oh, I believe I see a headlamp over there. Alright, so I've just passed like 3 forks. Oh yeah, it's gotta be a headlamp. Okay, gotta get worried. But yeah, I passed by 3 forks and I was like, I'll just keep going left. They're probably going to take a noose. And they're like, oh, why is this guy walking by? Okay, good thing he was up because I did pass up the tent. I did pass up the water. He said it's over here somewhere. He said go down and take a left. Did I go too far? Oh, there it is. Man, there's like no reflectors on that. Okay, so I'm standing right here. And I did not see it, but I mean, look, it's pretty hidden. You think there'd be a reflector or 3 on it. I'm glad nobody's sitting by the bear box. Awesome, it's all mine. About to leave, and I was like, why? I got a bear box right here. I can make some coffee in. Duh. Hey, second coffee, ahoy. It is real hard to enjoy my coffee in this windy hellscape. I mean, some of these gusts have to be 70. They literally push you forward a little bit. If full water bottles go off, skittering off into the distance. I got to hang on to everything. It's frustrating. And, yeah, we've just begun. Oh, why does New Mexico have to be so windy? If it wasn't, it would be, you know, a very beautiful state. Not Arizona beautiful by any means, but, you know, still beautiful. Suck it up, buttercup. You got a long ways to go. There she is, just peeking above the horizon. Ah, good thing, because it's chilly. The wind is just making it worse. My fingers hurt. I don't have a map, so I'm going to kind of follow people. That's that dude with the huge pack from yesterday. He can't ditch me, so, yeah. There should be footprints to follow. I hear we're following. Everyone's like, oh, just follow the blue line. But I haven't told most people I didn't download the maps. I'm slightly ashamed. Not really, but kinda. You know, some bonehead stuff right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna die. Okay. Right now that we've got another 10 pounds of water on us, let's throw this thing on our back. It's hard to tell because I'm filming into the sun, but you can actually see like the walls of wind and picking up the dust out there. That's just entire walls all the way back. That's pretty much what we're dealing with. So there's a lull for a little bit. Oh, it's turning into like a tornado in the center. I don't know, maybe this is picking up because I'm looking directly into the sun, so I can't see the screen. But you know, it's just breezy, decently breezy. Then you just get hit by this wall of wind. See if it gets worse or better as we get out into the open. A few hours have passed since my last recording. I've been walking with somebody, chatting. Just doing a boring old road walk. Exciting by any means, a quick amount of wind. Yeah, so that's that. Stop between the wind and enjoy the view. I found a little spot semi-sheltered from the wind, and not much, but I'll take what I can get. Gonna have myself a lunch, a pulled pork on tortilla with some goldfish. The fig Newtons are not going in that stuff, but they're still going in my belly. My oil leaked, so evidently the tiny water bottles are not the best thing to keep it in, but luckily I keep it inside of a plastic bag just in case it leaks, so you did not fool me. Guess you fooled me because I brought you out here. But now my golden packet of deliciousness is all oily, so I'll be cooking that up tonight. That's the cheese for my macaroni with some bacon bits and pulled pork. Oh, I know you're jealous. Delightful. At least I have a semi-appetite. I'm not hungry, but I've been able to put food in me, chew it, and swallow with no enjoyment, but, you know, it's still gone down, so. That's killer. I'm not craving anything right now. Hopefully I do by town, although there's not much in town. I think there's a Mexican joint and McDonald's. And McDonald's has the Wi-Fi, so that's where I'm going. In an effort to do low mileage, I'm taking as many breaks as possible. This is probably break number 5 today, I'd say. I've been pretty lackadaisical. Awesome. With the help of my little friend here, I could probably go a little slower. The next water cache, I'm probably going to try to stop near there somewhere, is in probably like 5-6 miles. And that'll put me at like 15-ish for the day or some such, which is way more than enough. So yeah, I'm just moseying, taking my time. I'm trying to enjoy it as much as I can, but you know, it's just windy and bright. The temperature is awesome. It's like 80 degrees right now, so I'm feeling it. Some people have said this is hot. Whatever. I'm actually kind of hoping to, that dude I've been walking with, Special K, he has like the biggest backpack. One of the biggest I've ever seen, actually. I was like hoping to give him a shakedown, and as I'm talking to him about it, Rooster drives by after dropping some people off, and he's like, "I don't think you're the guy to give him a shakedown, man. You got a pretty heavy pack." I'm like, "It's baby steps. You get down to my size, and then you talk to somebody else, you get down to their size, but you don't go from his size to ultralight overnight. Definitely not." But yeah, he's got a lot of weight on it, man. He's carrying all the stuff he needs, but the wrong kind, the heaviest version of everything, down to his poo shovel. His poo shovel has to weigh like a pound. His garbage bag, just what to keep his garbage in, has to weigh 1.5 pounds. Like, oh, so much. If I can help you get rid of weight, you got way too much. So, but tell me if he is keen and we're in the town together, when we get to Lordsburg, I'd be honored to give him a shakedown. I don't ever do that. I'm curious what he's got in that big pack anyway, man. What's he got in there? Everything. I am unsure. I was supposed to take a left, and this is a left, and they said about 5 miles, and this feels like about 5 miles, but that's just a guess. I walked down the way about a 1/4 mile, and I didn't see any footprints, but with wind like this, I can't imagine footprints would stay. This is too rocky to leave footprints, so I'm just gonna hang out here and wait for Special K to come on, because he's got a map and I'm not in a hurry, man. just be dumb for me to carry on. He can't be too far behind me. Oh, and there's these calm moments like this. It's quite beautiful out here. Every once in a while, the wind just dies for just a little bit, and then something rips through and tears your hat right off your head. Oh, I could dig this. But it's short-lived. It's New Mexico. Not a cloud in the sky. So silent. Yeah, I can dig this. See way out there? That's the mountain range I woke up in. Not bad. Oh, damn. Dang. I've been tracking a couple hikers off in the distance for a while. I assumed we would meet up right about where I'm standing. So I'm just gonna wait for them just to make sure that the bear box is not behind me. I'm hoping it's this direction, but you know, I don't see anything. I mean, I see a CDT logo, so I'm in the right place. But is the bear box that way or behind me? I think it's this way. I'm just gonna stand here and ask. That is Pilot and Glide. Or Glider, Glide. I'm gonna go with Glide. They were coming from yonder, and they told me the water is another 1.5 miles that way. And there's nowhere to camp. It is gusty as hell down in here. Really uncomfortable. They announced that they're quitting the trail and going up to the Gila. They're like, this sucks, man. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you, man. You know, they're not planning on doing the whole trail anyway. They're just out here to have fun and, you know, look down to see fun. That look like fun to you? Yeah. It's not even fun to me, and I have fun everywhere, man. And I mostly remember about this is thorn bushes. And I remember I hiked it at night and I followed along the ridge of that mountain. And I think I got to the very edge and took a left. And I made it through to the left as the sun was coming up. That's what my memory tells me, but I've walked along a lot of mountains. But I remember there's some cool crags to climb into. And if I knew how far those are, I think, man, I'd hike out in there and go into one of those crags and camp. There's sand in the bottom, protected from the wind. But, you know, it might be as far as like 5 or 6 miles in. I don't feel like doing that. I've already done 15-ish. I don't have a map. I haven't even checked for service though, but it's not like I'm downloading maps out here. Even if I get a trickle of service, that's not enough to download stuff. I'll just rely on the kindness of strangers and the luck of the trail to get me through, man. It's worked so far. I ain't dead yet. Peter down. I'm turning into a pretty good dust devil, but I've been following this trail for a minute, but I noticed their footprints aren't anywhere on it. And I look and I see a CDT logo way out there. So I guess I'm bushwhacking, man. Or grass whacking. It is the original placement of that sign. It's not going to get messed with. It really needs to be messed with. Yeah, this is pretty much what I remember around the water cache was large spikes on stakes. And these don't even count the shrubs have. I'm not sure where the trail is, but you know, there's a sign, so I'm technically on it. You just can't tell. Yeah, we're an owl camping all this stuff, huh? Look at how soft that sand is. You're not getting 10 stakes in that. Well, that was cool. Came down here. Radar was doing a little trail magic, dropping off some things for the other hiker. That cat's Maverick. I actually ran into him in 2019 when I was out here, but way further up the trail. Small world, man. Oh, you gotta love it. Unfortunately, Special K has decided to call it quits. He's got a newly budding relationship back at home that he prefers to focus on now. And this area sucks. It kicks everybody's ass. His pack was huge. He had a big old 1911 on him, man. Big old 45. I was like, holy shit, dude. He had so much stuff in his bag. I went through just a little bit, yeah. I was like, what do you have this big ass gun for? You know, and I'm pro gun. I am. I like having a gun. I think everybody should have one. Everybody should have the right to kill one person in their life. It'll put everybody on good behavior. You don't know if the person you're fucking with has used their one free get out of jail kill card. So I think it would make everybody just nicer people. Anyway, I digress. Also, Pilot and Glide deciding to call it quits. They're going up to the Gila, but they said they could look out for their truck. They've got a well, I'm not going to tell you guys, but they got a truck out there. And they told me to keep an eye out for it. So it'd be cool if we happen to cross paths because they mentioned something about goodies. So, you know, I like goodies. Radar gave me a basic what I'm supposed to be doing. Fuck, I barely remember it, but hey, you know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, he said walk that way. Okay, and I see the first side. That's important to know where the first one is over there. Okay. Oh, I see the second one that way. Okay. Cool. I got super powerful flashlight. Make sure I charge that thing, and I have a feeling I'm going to be using it a lot. And I have a feeling I am going to get severely lost tomorrow. But since I have a general direction, you know, right side of the mountain, I can't fail, right? Water's in like 13, but I don't know how far 13 is because I'm gonna get not lost, but meander a bit, and I don't know how far I walk. I have to guess right now. That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, guys. I don't think it's lost on me what a dumbass I am right now. I should be taking a ride with Radar and all that. I'm sure there's not really enough room for me, but we're hikers. We can clown car it if we need to. And go into town and download some maps and come back. But no, just gonna keep on going, man. Unfortunately, people that I was using to as my human maps are nice devil, are off the trail. So you know, there's that. But yeah, this is how adventures happen, right? Oh, and also this is how people die. So you know, there's that. You know, it's still in my new mood. I prefer not to focus on that. Oh, it was a battle. It was definitely a struggle to get this thing set up in the wind. Of course, it's all gentle now, but it's just been, I've only been set up for like 10 minutes, and there's how much dirt's already come in through there. Now, it was over here. I did like blow it over into the corner, but still, that's how much I got. It's on everything. It's on everything. But hey, that's how it is. You get gritty in the desert. Oh. Man, I am selectively sunburned, you know, good, you know, right there. I think one of my major issues is I decided to do something different to my kilt. I've been wearing the same kilt for, you know, freaking ever, but I decided to, I saw that if you dip them in boiled linseed oil and turpentine, that they become waterproof, right? I'm like, oh, that seems pretty cool, I'll do that. But it turned it into like canvas. So now it's wearing me raw where it's rubbing against me, and the wind's flicking these hard corners into my leg over and over. And I am specifically worn raw on just certain places behind the knee. I haven't even looked at the damage, but yeah, well, I'm pretty pink back there. And I think half that sunburn, but still, I'm getting my ass kicked. So tomorrow we wear pants. Yeah, that's how it goes until I heal up. I gotta toughen up to my own clothes now, you know. But I guess that's what it is. All right, I think we're doing macaroni tonight. Let's dig through the bag and see. Oh yeah, because I got that oily bag in there that I hope didn't leak any further. Let's check. All right, on the menu tonight, we have because that is the golden bag of goodness. That's full of that liquid cheese substitute. A little bit of oil because, you know, I'm going to use it and just get rid of it. or crunch it up and put it in my garbage bag. I got my noodles, maybe a little too many, some pulled pork, and I had a big bag of bacon bits, but I shared it with, there's a couple of the guys making dinner at the same time, so I was like, I'll share it with them, because it was more bacon bits than I wanted to add to one meal, and I didn't want to take the risk, even though I know they're shelf-stable, of opening the bag and then carrying it around for a couple of days and eating on it, so, I don't want to take that extra risk right now. I'm already doing enough stupid stuff. Let's not push the envelope with because that's real bacon. And as far as I know, you can't dehydrate that stuff because it's so fatty, but I don't know. I'm going to eat it regardless. And some grit. Always got to have some grit. It helps you digest stuff. This is what my concoction looks like. Not bad, but there's too much of it. I don't think I can eat all this. I'm going to do my best to try, but I don't think it's going to happen. I hate being wasteful, but it's the beginning of a trail. It's a lot of food for me. Let's give it the old college try.